Did you know that I have been watching you since February? Did you have any idea? You have no idea. You have no idea. I know that because I'm really, really good at my job. Yeah. So do you think somebody comes into your house, takes your dad's gun, goes out to this cemetery, and shoots and kills this dude, and then brings that gun back to your house and puts it back in your house?
Ain't no telling, man.
Who would do that?
Meet 23-year-old Jerry Lane Hinshaw Jr., a resident of Jacksonville, Florida. Jacksonville is infamous for its increasing crime rates. On February 5th, 2019, in the early hours of the morning, a shooting was reported from the Old Middleburg Road area. Police found the body of 17-year-old Marquise Smith, also known as Little Red, with multiple wounds from gunshots.
Little Red? You heard that name?
That's what he says on IG.
Yeah, that's it. That's this guy, Little Red. Marquise Smith?
I don't know his real name.
Okay. Okay, this dude here has never shot at you.
No, sir.
And he never pulled a gun on you?
No.
And tried to kill you?
No.
You absolutely do, because you're actually a really smart guy.
Yeah, of course.
So you do understand.
But you're trying to make me say something about a day that I'm not even thinking about.
Do you think your dad killed this guy?
No.
Okay. All right.
Well, fortunately, the murderer was arrested within just 6 months of the murder. With help of close investigation and surveillance, Jerry Lane Hinshaw was arrested on potential involvement in the murder on August 16, 2019, and was brought to the Duval County Sheriff Office, Jacksonville. Watch how Jerry maintains his version of truth, regardless of the odds stacked against him.
Jerry? Yes, sir. Okay, cool. All right. What's up, man? The other guy who was in the wires crossed. Yeah, we got wires crossed. Did another detective already come in here?
No.
Okay. So we got somebody in that room that they're talking to, and they came in here. I thought they came in here. So anyway, Detective Reeves. Yes. How are you? What's my partner? How are you, man? Nice to meet you. So did you talk to Detective Levin about the incident that took place? Yes. Okay. So, and I want to go over some of that, and you talk to me about your guns and all that and getting stuff.
Wow, right out of the gate, you can feel the tension in that room. The detective's calm, almost casual approach, it's deliberate. He's setting a trap, making Jerry think he's got the upper hand. But you can sense Jerry's unease, like he's already cornered. This case, it's hard because it's not just about a crime, it's about how far someone will go to hide the truth. Knowing the walls are closing in, what would you do in that chair?
During the interrogation, Jerry experiences a persistent sense of uncertainty right from the outset, as he is not aware of the specific reason for his arrest. As the detectives assigned to his case enter the room and introduce themselves, one of them exhibits a deliberate pattern of behavior that portrays them as unorganized and somewhat clumsy. This nonverbal cue is strategically employed, designed to play a significant role in the interrogation process. It aims to make Jerry feel a false sense of power, which they will use against him later in the interrogation. It's crucial to note that the detectives are already aware of Jerry's guilt through existing evidence. Their goal is to elicit a confession and further incriminating information by employing psychological strategies to break his defenses. Watch how the interrogation unfolds and the tactics used by the efficient interrogators in breaking his defenses.
You decide that you understand them. That's all that's saying. You got all kinds of things. Where do you get your stuff done?
Born Artful, right there on Cassett.
And what is that? Like, see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. Okay, all right. I'll sign that you went over those rights. So there was a shooting that happened at your house,
Yes,
right? Okay, and your house was shot. And I don't know a lot about it, so I'm not trying to get into all that. But during the course of that investigation, the Detective Levitt said they searched. They got, I think they got maybe some projectiles or something out of the wall. And was it shot into the house?
Yeah, one went through my window and hit the refrigerator.
And somebody got hit.
2 girls.
2 girls got hit. But they're obviously living, thankfully. Critical. Oh, they're incredible.
Critical. I think, but stable. Something like that.
Okay. And was she relationship to you?
Not really. I just knew her from a buddy of mine that was staying with me at the time.
Okay. What was her name? Let me turn this down.
I think Alexis or something.
Alexis?
Like that. I'm not too sure now.
Not girlfriend?
100% no.
Okay. Well, I wasn't trying to offend you. I was just asking. Now.
I'll go crazy. That was my old lady.
Oh, yeah. What, because of? the shooting?
She got shot in the head. I had to wrap the band-aid over her head.
Yeah, he
like
said
a
you were
wrap.
trying to help her. And that happened like when you guys were...
Standing outside. I had a baby in my arms.
Your baby?
No, my
Okay.
buddy that was staying with me.
Okay.
His 1-year-old.
Holy crap, dude. And the baby wasn't hit? Okay, that's good. Let's be thankful for that. And the other girl that was out there, you said 2 people? 2 girls?
Yeah, those 2 girls.
And they're both in critical conditions?
No, just one.
Okay. Well, that's good. Has anything ever like that ever happened? Have you ever been shot before or shot at before?
No, I came home one time and found my roommate dead, though.
In that house?
Yeah.
There's like some curse on that house?
I guess so.
How long ago did that happen?
Probably about 3 years ago, I want to say.
What happened? Or do you know?
I came home and found my buddy shot in the face.
Oh, he was shot. Oh, I was thinking maybe like an overdose or something.
Nah, he was shot in the face.
In that house? So there was a homicide that happened in that house?
Yeah.
Holy cow. What was his name?
Jaleel George?
I don't think I've never heard that. Have you ever been shot at before?
No, sir.
Never. I mean, like, deployed in the Army. I know you're 23, so you probably hadn't been in the military.
I wish shit.
Yeah, well, and you weren't even home when your friend a few years ago got shot?
No, I came home from work. He was there, and then I went to Best Bet in Orange Park.
Oh, what's that? Like a Best Buy kind of?
Kind of like gambling.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I know something.
And I came home, the door was open, and he was laying right there at the door.
So was like a robbery or something like that?
And my whole house was ransacked.
Holy cow! And he was shot. Was he staying? He had been staying with you, or you were staying with him
We were both staying together. We were
Okay.
renting out 2 different rooms in the house.
in that house?
Yeah,
Who
but
lives
we
with
knew
you?
each other.
Who lives with you now? There.
My dad.
Okay, your dad. Junior. So that's Jerry Hinshaw
He's
Senior.
Mm.
Okay. So that's crazy, man. You've been. Are those the only 2? Or
Tough life.
Yeah. What are you? What
Tough.
are you doing, man? I'm not accusing you,
It's a
man.
curse, man.
I'm just saying. Maybe it's a house. Have you ever been anywhere else where people have shot at you?
Hell no.
Okay.
I
No.
don't fuck with that.
Not just walking around the road or out someplace and somebody pulls out a
Always
gun.
headed to work, man.
Yeah. No, I don't mean today. I just mean in general.
No, I'm just saying. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
like to work, come home, stay to myself.
Okay. Gotcha. So they processed the scene. I think he said they got several shell casings, and I don't know what they are because I don't know exactly. I'm just kind of filling in some. And they got some projectiles. Do you know, did it go through the house?
One did.
One went through. I know they got the car,
Yeah.
but it went through the house.
Yeah.
Did it hit anybody inside the house?
No, sir.
Okay. And they collected. I want to be able to get your stuff back to you. So they collected guns. And I've got the property card sheet, so I want to make sure I've got which ones are your guns, and we can get a signature form so I can get those guns released to you. And do you know what kind of guns you had?
To be honest, my buddy was staying with me too,
Yeah.
and he was living in the living room, so his stuff was in my room. We had stuff all together,
Okay.
clothes and all together.
Yeah. No, I don't know about the clothes. Whatever was there, there's different stuff that I know they want to get, but I was just going through like the guns so I could get
Stepdad's gun though is I need to make sure that gets back. So
what gun's that?
the shotgun right there.
Okay, so this is your stepdad's gun?
Billy Gilmore.
Okay, and this is all, what he said is everything from the crime scene detective who collected everything. I want to make sure. So there's a 12 gauge shotgun, some other kind of rifle.
Rifle.
Okay, AR-15 style rifle.
Yeah.
Okay, and I circled the one. There's a 22 caliber revolver.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, all right. A 357 revolver.
That's my dad's.
Your dad's gun is this one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. 380 auto pistol with magazine.
I don't even know about that, son.
Okay, so it's a Smith & Wesson. Bodyguard? You don't
I
know.
couldn't tell you.
Okay, so I can't release that one to you because you're not sure. Okay, so unknown on this one. But you do know that the shotgun, the rifle, 22
I
caliber,
don't know about the 22.
and what's the 22? That's yours?
No, I don't know what.
Oh, you don't know this one either?
Revolver. No, I don't know that one.
Okay, so unknown on the 22. So you know about the 12 gauge shotgun.
Yeah, it's my stepdad's.
Okay, stepdad. What's his name?
Milton Gilmore.
Milton Gilmore.
Milton.
Okay.
Gilmore. Gilmore.
Okay. Milton Gilmore. The other rifle, the DPMS.
Yeah, I knew about that one.
And whose is that?
That was me and my buddies sharing it.
Okay, so I can release that to you, Jerry. And the 357 revolver.
That's my dad's. I have to talk to him.
Okay, so you all right, so let me ask you this, going back on it. Do you ever have this one?
It's in my room. Yeah.
Okay, so the 12 gauge shotgun's in your room.
Yes, sir.
This rifle, is this one in your room? Trying to figure out what's the best one. Okay, all right, well that's easy then. And this one, you don't know. You said unknown. This one?
It should have been in my dad's room.
This one would be in your dad's room, you think?
Sir.
Okay.
No, I know because he
This
sleeps with it.
Your dad sleeps with this guy?
Yeah.
Okay. And then this one?
Oh, shit, I couldn't tell you about that.
And this, you said you don't know. Okay. All right. All right, so I can look on that. I'll show pictures maybe, that would help. You printed off pictures for me.
Merely a week prior to Jerry's arrest, a shooting occurred at his residence, resulting in injuries to 2 women. Although this incident had no direct link to Jerry, as it involved individuals residing at his place, the investigation into the case unveiled crucial evidence connecting Jerry to the murder of Marquise Smith. Witness how these details come to light. Here, Jerry shows disinterest through his body language, signaling his reluctance to be in the interrogation. His wide-open legs suggest a lack of confidence and an attempt to establish dominance. Leaning against the wall indicates a relaxed state, while placing his legs on the chair shows a desire to assert authority and maintain a rebellious attitude throughout the interrogation. At this stage, the detective's approach appears strategic, allowing Jerry to feel comfortable and vulnerable.
And who you said your stepdad or your dad stays with you over
Yes,
there?
sir.
Does your stepdad stay over there?
No, that's his house.
Whose house?
My stepdad's.
All right, I'm confused. Okay, so
my
your
my stepdad, he rents out the house.
Your stepdad.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
And every
All right.
now and then, sometimes I need help.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Things get tough.
Sure.
And the house ain't rented out.
Right.
I'll stay there.
You'll stay there.
Yeah.
And your bio dad stays there.
Yeah, right now he does.
Right. So when you were saying dad and stepdad, 2 different people.
2 different.
Got it. Milton
No,
and Jerry. Jerry Senior.
Jerry is my dad.
I got it. I'm slow, but I'll eventually get there. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, so I'll do the forms for you to get back over there. All right, so I think that clears up that. And I also wanted to. So do you ever have in your possession? You're not a convicted felon, because and I already know, because that was one of the things he told me. So do you have these guns ever? Well, not that one, because that's hers. Shotgun?
Yeah, I had that before.
Okay. You ever have the other guns anywhere?
The night the girl got shot,
Yeah.
my dad was running around and he thought the car was going to come back.
Mm-hmm.
I told him just get inside, grab the gun from him, and I put it back in the holster.
Which gun? Oh, this one with the holster? Okay. So let me ask you this, because part of what they're going to do with the processing is they'll swab all the guns, just because they want to make sure that they weren't involved. That's just standard practice. Everybody does
I
that.
understand.
So your either prints or DNA is going to be on this gun?
Yeah.
Okay. So you'll have your stuff on this gun. And you're saying that's the only time that you had, when have you ever had any of these other guns at any other time other than that night?
This one, a little boy had in the apartment. My homeboy took it from him, and it was just been at my house.
This
And-
one?
Yeah, and if it's sitting out where I don't want it, I'll move it,
Okay.
but it's not mine.
Okay. Not yours as in registered to you.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Okay. But I don't think anybody, you don't even have to register.
Yeah,
Guns,
you
unless
can
you
do
go to
bill
the
to
store.
sell.
Right. Yeah. You did that. So, okay. All right. So you lived on the west side your whole life?
Yeah.
Okay. Out there. All right. And you already said that's not hers. All right. So I wanted to, so you've been out there for a while?
Yeah.
You know that area of town. your whole life. I'm going to ask you about a couple guys that I'm trying to identify. You ever seen any of those guys? You do know him?
Yeah,
What's his
that's
name?
my friend that was staying with me. That's his cousin Carlos.
This is Carlos?
Yeah. I don't know anybody.
No, these guys all hang together. That's Carlos. You know
Were they in
Carlos?
trouble?
They, not with me.
Oh.
No, but I'm just,
In trouble with you?
no, not with me. I'm trying to sort out some stuff. Okay, so this guy, do you know him? Have you ever seen him before?
I think I seen him and Carlos. They hang around so many boys at a time in London town. But
Do you hang out in London town?
no,
Not anymore.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't never hang out in London
You
town.
don't? Well, yes, changed a couple names. Okay. Do you know where this is? There's a very isolated cemetery. On the west side, off of Old Middleburg Road. Here is, so like this is 95. Old Middleburg comes down here, and then it comes up. Then this is it's a very isolated cemetery that's off over there.
I have no idea about the cemetery, but I know there's a little farm right there. When you go over the overpass,
A farm.
it looks like a farm. Like I don't know how to explain it.
Okay, I don't
Like
know.
if you coming from Herlong per se, and you go over like past
Yeah. Right.
It got some little.
So Herlong would be like right here. It's the next one up. So if you came down, like West Side Baptist Church is here, you came down Herlong, Middleburg, over there.
Yeah.
Do you know? Have you ever been to this
Never
cemetery?
been there.
You never been to this cemetery?
No, sir.
Anytime, ever,
No, sir.
in the last year?
Nope.
Does this look familiar at all to you?
Nope.
Nowhere.
Looks like all of them.
It is, yeah, just different angles. Because sometimes people are, look at it differently in the light when you take pictures. That's at night time.
Mhm.
Okay. So you've never been out here?
No.
Okay.
In this phase of the interrogation, the detectives employ a strategic method known as evidence-based interrogation to confront Jerry. They present images of individuals connected to the victim, Marquise, as well as images of the crime scene. This tactic is employed to gauge Jerry's reactions and responses. While the first detective engages Jerry, the second detective watches him closely. The primary role of the second detective is to carefully observe and analyze Jerry's reactions while remaining silent and attentive. Jerry's response reveals a seasoned individual attempting to maintain a facade of confidence, but the detectives are equally experienced and skilled at figuring the right triggers to get meaningful responses.
So I'm working a homicide that occurred here at this cemetery in February. Okay, back on the 5th of February this year, where this kid here, this guy, I'm hearing that he does all kinds of stuff. He's into dope, and he tries to rob people, break into houses, all
Both
kinds
of
of.
them kids are crazy. Whoever hangs out with Carlos,
This guy.
that's their image right there.
This
That's
is it,
all
right?
they post.
Okay, so you know who Carlos is,
Yeah.
and you never seen this guy.
No.
Has this guy, has he ever tried to?
Probably because that's in Cross Creek, but I don't remember him. Like,
This is
I
Cross
don't
Creek.
Talk to him or
Right,
anything
right.
like that.
So would this guy have ever contacted you?
I mean, probably through Carlos, but we haven't like talked.
Okay. Has he ever reached out to you in any way at all through somebody to try to meet with you? Has this guy here ever tried to rob you?
No.
Okay, so this guy's never tried to rob you. Has this guy ever tried to?
Yeah, he ain't did nothing to me.
This guy, has he ever tried to use a
Yeah.
gun on you?
He never did nothing to me, man.
Never tried to shoot you? Never tried to jack you? Nothing.
That moment when they show Jerry the crime scene photos you. See him stiffen, don't you? His denials are so adamant, but his body language screams something else. It's chilling to think how one lie can unravel everything. The detectives aren't just asking questions, they're peeling back layers of deceit. It makes you wonder, How does someone live with that weight, knowing the truth is buried in a cemetery?
At all.
No, sir.
You're sure?
I'm sir.
Because I'm trying to find out. That's just what I'm hearing.
And I guess that is the boy, though, that he always saying rest in peace.
Who's saying that?
Well, I think I seen him posted before, but I don't really partake in that IG stuff like that.
What's the IG? What do you mean?
Instagram.
Oh, my bad. Yeah. I'm old. I'm sorry. Dude, I'm sorry, man.
I was talking.
I don't know, man. I'm still living in a MySpace world.
I mean, he always posts group pictures like that.
This guy does? Carlos?
Yeah.
When's the last time you saw Carlos?
Before we moved to Ricker, so about a month ago.
Okay. Where'd you see him at?
Oh, his apartment complex right there in Ricker.
Okay. Where's that?
Right there by the Walgreens and Publix.
Publix on. Oh yeah. 103rd. Yeah. I'm thinking about the other end, like by Wilson and all that, but straight south of that, like 103rd. Okay. Yeah. So these dudes are potential. I mean, I'm not posting.
So what are they saying? That he's
pictures.
always robbing people? I mean, I know his dirt.
This guy Carlos.
Yeah, he's on the same type of time. I guess you're saying he is.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not trying to put words. I'm just trying to. I want these guys. What I'm hearing is that's what happened, and I'm just trying to get your side. That's why I wanted to talk to you, because Levitt, was working on the stuff, and I said, man, because I've been trying to talk to a couple people that are out there, and what's that?
On my side about what though?
About this guy here, if he ever tried to rob you.
Oh hell no, man.
He never pulled a gun on you, shot at you. Have you ever? And you said the only time anybody's ever shot in your area was the other night.
The other night.
You never been shot.
No sir.
Well, have you ever been shot at?
Nope.
Okay, this dude here has never shot at you.
No sir.
And he never pulled a gun on you?
No.
And tried to kill you?
No.
I'm just saying, if somebody tried to pull a gun on me, I mean, I know what you got to do.
Yeah.
But this kid here, Little Red, you heard that name?
That's what he says on IG.
Yeah, that's it. That's this guy, Little Red. Marquise Smith?
I don't know his real name.
Okay.
I didn't even know Little Red was his nickname.
You didn't. And you don't think you ever seen him before?
I mean, I mean,
maybe seen him with them.
around.
Right, but never seen him in the fact that this dude tried to jack you.
No.
Okay. Never happened. You never saw, and you never been out to this cemetery.
Mm-mm.
So this guy, so the people that are telling me that you were out here minding your own business, and this dude tries to jack you out here, that ain't
I've
right?
been out there, man.
You've never been here.
No.
Okay. So I think they got, like on all this, okay. So but I need you to be 100% honest with me. And I'm not saying you're not, but I need you to be 100% honest because...
I mean, we're talking about my life here.
Right, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I don't get what you're talking about.
Well, I'm being completely straight with you, okay? I'm trying to find out if this guy ever tried to rob you or shoot at you.
Just talking about
This guy, upside down. I'm sorry. This guy. I'll circle him so I don't mess up. Which is this guy. This guy. Never did
I just
that.
know him through Carlos. Man.
Okay, gotcha. When's the last time you saw this guy? Maybe with Carlos. Okay.
I couldn't tell you.
Okay. Well, not since then, because he's dead. He was shot and killed multiple times at this cemetery.
Oh, I know he did because Carlos always says
Posting about it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I didn't know about how he got killed or anything.
Okay.
But I did hear that he used to rob a lot of people.
Yeah. Oh, I'd say everywhere. Everybody knows that. He's got a long criminal history, so you can look all that stuff up. Okay, so, well, all right. Let me grab one more thing. I'll be right back. You want some water or anything?
Can I use the bathroom?
Yeah, absolutely. And then I'll really honestly have one more question when we're done. Because I want to grab one more thing off my desk. And, yeah, you bet. Yeah, no worries.
After nearly half an hour of interrogation, the detective initiates a confrontation with Jerry, discussing the incident involving Marquise Smith's death while displaying images of the crime scene and the victim. This begins to impact Jerry's psyche, gradually leading to changes in his tone. Note how he starts getting more rigid in his posture. In this section, Jerry starts to comprehend how the investigation into Marquise's death has brought the detectives to him. In an effort to appear innocent, Jerry repeatedly denies ever having met Marquise, but acknowledges seeing him with Carlos, a mutual acquaintance of both Jerry and Marquise. However, as the detective persistently presses Jerry with the same question about their meeting, Jerry's denials become more adamant, and his body posture stiffens, indicating potential deceit.
Your phone's ringing, man. Your phone's ringing.
My phone?
I don't know.
It's probably mine, yeah. Or my wife's going, are you ever going to come home? No, the answer is no. Never. Yeah, it's just a few minutes, actually. Yeah, I don't know if you want to or not. Before we finish, a couple things. All right, your phone number, you gave me. How long have you had that phone number?
Not sure. To be honest.
Okay. So you do not know how long you've had that phone? 6 months? A year? A week?
I got different phones all the time.
Do you? Okay. Why do you have different phones?
Always break them.
But you keep the same number.
And then I have a girlfriend and I get on her plan and
So your numbers change?
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't know how long you've had that phone number?
Nah.
Okay. No idea. So I will, I'll pull your, well, no, they've already, Detective Levitt was already working on all the cell phone stuff, because that's just part of the investigation too, is to find out where people have been, because all the cell phones say that. Any of the past numbers that you have, which now they'll just throw out a net, will any of those phone numbers put you at the cemetery?
no.
No. Okay. No phone numbers gonna put you
I
out there.
don't know why you're trying to put me in this position, man.
I'm not.
Saving my life.
I promise you, I'm not. Here,
You got me terrified right now because you don't even know who you got to get me mixed up with. You got me snatched up from the streets like I did something.
Yeah, it's pretty serious.
Yeah.
And so,
And that's why I'm saying.
that's why I'm trying to give you a chance to talk to me. So, and here's where we are with this.
Hmm?
So, this, I've been. I can't put any words in your mouth because I don't want to do that, because I don't want to speak for you, and legally I can't tell you what to say. I would never even remotely do that with anyone. I can't do that. I've been trying to afford you the opportunity to tell me the truth. That's it.
Truth about what?
The truth about this.
I didn't have nothing to do with that, and you need to stop putting that on my name, man.
It's just you and I in here. Why are you worried about your name?
Because
It's me and you. I'm not going out there and telling anybody. I'm not going out the street. I'm asking you.
Kill somebody.
I'm trying to say,
Is that what you're saying?
I'm trying to ask you about this, because here's my concern. Okay. This
My cell phone ain't gonna go to it.
Okay.
None of that.
Nothing will ever come back that will put you here in the cemetery.
No, sir.
And this kid trying to rob you. Okay.
Don't even hang out with them.
Okay. So what I'm saying is, if anything ever does, I don't get a chance to come back and talk to you again.
Yes, sir.
This is my chance and your chance. Honestly, in my job, all I do is I just find facts. Wherever the facts are, wherever they lead me to, I find the facts. That's it. I talk to people. There's a lot of things forensically that happen that you can't manufacture, you can't make up, you can't enhance. They just are what they are. And so what I do, I try to get ahead of all of that stuff and talk to people and give afford the people the opportunity that I would want, somebody to give me their side of what happened.
There is no side to my story.
Okay.
There's no story for me.
Do you know why then, and I'll just ask you this, and if you want to rethink and tell me something, that's fine. If not, then there's really nothing else for me to ask you. Can you tell me why your gun,
What gun?
the 357.
It's not mine.
Okay. Do you think your dad killed this guy?
No.
Okay. All right. Can you tell me why then? Just give me anything. Give me an explanation. That gun killed this guy. There is no doubt. It's at 100%. It's a provable commodity.
I understand.
So that gun that's in your house, that's in your possession,
it's not in my possession.
that killed in your house. That 357 revolver that's in your house
and it's
kills
a house
this
that I
guy.
ran out.
What's that?
It's a house that we ran out.
Okay.
So it's not
Okay.
technically
So
my house.
what we're going to do is, and we're going to find that. All of that is I'm going to find who's at that house
Okay.
on this day.
In this interrogation, the detective employs the deception detection technique by stripping away layers of deception or false information by systematically addressing and discrediting each potential excuse or alibi the suspect might offer. The detective begins by inquiring about the specifics of Jerry's mobile connection and the duration of its use. Remember the crucial evidence that was mentioned in the beginning? The .357 revolver, along with other guns mentioned in the clip, were taken into custody following the shootout at Jerry's house. As the guns were examined, detectives found out that the .357 revolver is the same gun from which Marquise was killed. This was one of the biggest pieces of evidence against Jerry. It's worth noting that one of the most crucial pieces of evidence against Jerry is an audio recording in which he discusses details of the murder that only someone directly involved in the crime would possess. This audio recording was provided by a reliable, confidential informant. With this compelling evidence in hand, the detective confidently presses Jerry to provide consistent answers. As the pressure intensifies, Jerry's reactions become increasingly aggressive, and he starts to counter-question the detective about the reason behind his interrogation. Despite Jerry's attempts to deflect, the detective maintains patience and composure, continuing to corner Jerry with his line of questioning.
That killed this kid at this cemetery. That's easy. That is like the easiest thing that I do. And so are you telling me, and that's what I want to know, that's why I'm asking you. I'm not trying to pin anything on you. I'm trying to ask you for an explanation because I don't know. I don't know this kid, being mean to you, bullying you. You're saying you've seen him, but you don't know him. You've never been here. This kid never tried to rob you. This kid never, ever, ever attacked you, did anything to it. But yet your gun
my gun
kills this dude.
You're saying my gun, but it's not my gun.
The gun that's in your house, the 357 that's in your house.
And I always got friends that stay over.
So you think, that's what I'm asking you. So are you telling me that
and
one
I'm
of your
not
friends.
saying that none of my friends did nothing because.
Well, you are saying
no
you're going to have to because I'm gonna find out who was in that house. It's a very simple procedure. We'll find out exactly who's in that house that day. I will find out everyone who's at that house. Would it surprise you to tell me
and
that
I never carry around the 357? Would I never even think about even going right beside my dad and taking his gun? My dad, he's an elder. He don't get up out the bed.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm not saying your dad did it. That's why I'm asking you. But would it surprise you to know that in the last few months that I've already talked to several people?
Okay.
Would that surprise you?
No,
Or
you said a whole year.
What's that?
You said a whole year, right?
This was February, and it's now August. So half a year, roughly 6 months, that I've been working at this since I got called out there that evening.
Mm-hmm.
And that in doing cell phone searches and in doing video surveillance and doing all the other things that we do on our end, would it surprise you that I've already come in contact with other people and they've told me what happened? Would that surprise you?
Surprise me about what?
About what happened?
I don't know.
You don't
what
want to
happened.
tell me what happened?
I don't know what happened.
I mean, honestly, you don't know how to explain that you're at this cemetery, that
I'm not at
this
that
kid
cemetery.
gets shot and killed with your gun?
Come on now.
You give me something. Give me anything. Give me anything.
I haven't done that.
How did that happen?
You're playing with my life right here.
I'm not playing. This ain't playing. I'm not playing.
Yeah, I know you're not.
I'm not playing at all.
I'm taking you. I'm not saying
man
like
to
that.
man. I'm asking you a question.
Yeah.
How does your 357 kill this kid? Explain it.
Figure out who was at the house.
Done.
Done.
What I'm telling you, when I'm saying I'm going to do those things, the reality is that's already been done.
Okay.
That's already done. I've already accomplished all that. I did all of that before I was ready to talk to you. That's why I didn't step to you a week after this.
Yeah.
when I knew what was going on. But did you know that I have been watching you since February? Did you have any idea? You have no idea. You have no idea. I know that because I'm really, really good at my job. Okay. All right. All right. Well, I guess, and so this is it. That's last time we had a chance to talk.
Okay, I ain't good, man.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I hear you. All right, let me get the rest of the paperwork together and see if Levitt what he wants. Now, the stuff that's not yours.
And you willing to talk to me afterwards and keep me updated because you put me in this.
Yeah.
And I want to know now.
Well, I can't. One of the ways.
I'm not saying like
I can't tell you
about who would do some slimy shit like that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I promise you'll know. Yeah, absolutely. Yes. But I just can't talk to you about an open investigation. You understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So the guns that aren't yours, I can't release those to you.
Oh no!
Obviously.
Well, you gotta call my stepdad because he's worried about his shotgun.
Is he? Okay. And your stepdad is Milton,
Yes, sir.
but your dad, Jerry Sr., is that you says the 357
Yes,
is his.
sir.
I'll run out there. Is he at home now?
Yeah.
Okay. Were you at home?
I was headed to work.
Oh, okay. Okay, but he's at home and he can't.
What? I'm not going home.
What's that?
What? I'm not going home.
You're not going home?
Is that where you're?
No, I'm saying are you going back to the house?
Yeah. So
I'm gonna go talk to him. You're going to work? You were leaving
yeah, I'd like to go.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
work.
I got you.
But you think they'll give me a ride?
to work?
Yeah.
I
They
tell you
pick me
this.
up in the middle of going to work. Why not take me to work afterwards, man?
Right.
I got shit to support. Bills.
Okay.
Dad.
Support your dad. Okay. I will check with them,
Elder,
and I know these guys are going to give you a ride. That's a promise. I'm promising you, these guys will take care of you.
For a while, Jerry has been under the impression that the detectives might just be bluffing about having evidence against him. However, it's at this point that the detective hints at the existence of an audio recording, a significant piece of evidence linking Jerry to the murder of Marquise. Jerry maintains a calm demeanor and attempts to intimidate the detective by challenging their claims. He tries to provoke the detective, hoping to extract more details about the evidence they possess. Such behavior is unusual among individuals facing such scrutiny. Jerry has proven to be a tough nut to crack so far.
So let me see what else Detective Levitt needs to do, okay?
What's Milton's number when you get home?
334.
Oh, yeah, good call.
And that says 12 gauge. I think 16. No, I'm not sure.
And his 357.
No, that's
I mean, your dad.
Does your dad have a phone number?
Yeah, but is your dad staying there?
Number.
yeah, he's at the house.
Your
What's his
dad's
phone
at the
number?
Yeah. 904. He just got one of them damn.
That's fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure. Or no, Trump.
Obama's not around.
You have to ask him when you get there.
Okay.
If y'all
Okay.
do.
Okay. All right. We're going to let him in. Give me just a minute. Just a minute. Just a minute.
Ask about work for me, please.
Work. Hey, this one. I'm not sure if you're really reading it here with Ray right now and stuff, with Detective Reeves, but I don't know a lot about the case and all that stuff. I'm just kind of helping him out and all that stuff because his guys are out on another case right now and stuff. He's trying to help you out here, man.
Yeah.
You're drowning.
Here's where it gets real. The detectives have an ace up their sleeve, an audio recording that only the killer would know about. You can almost feel Jerry's panic as they tighten the screws. This isn't just about evidence. It's about justice for Maris Smith, a 17-year-old whose life was cut short. It's hard not to feel anger at the senselessness of it all. What drives someone to pull that trigger?
Yeah. Okay, so based on the information I have and the witnesses that I've spoken with, you're being arrested tonight for tampering with evidence. That's what you're being arrested for tonight. Anything?
How am I tempering the evidence?
That's what.
I came straight forward.
I appreciate it. I appreciate you telling me the information that you told me. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just
that's
letting you know.
being man to man.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I came to tell you that. Yeah. So you're being arrested tonight for tampering with evidence. Okay. In
Damn.
connection with this. All right. Okay.
What? Why would
Alright.
I have anything? I haven't even did anything.
I-
I haven't hit anything.
I came
How can
here.
y'all charge me with tampering when I haven't even
That was
touched
the first thing I
anything,
said.
did
Is
anything?
that's the first thing I came and told you was based on the evidence that I have and the
What evidence?
witnesses that I've talked to. All that will be disclosed to you.
Yeah.
You're being arrested tonight for tampering with evidence.
Just tampering with evidence.
That's what you're being charged with tonight. Yes, sir. Okay. That's what you're being charged so far with tonight. Okay. These guys are going to take you next door.
Can I get a cigarette?
Yeah, yeah.
Please.
Yeah, I
That's
can do
all
that.
I have.
Yep,
Yeah.
I can do that. Yep.
Appreciate you.
All right.
Stand up.
Damn, man. What? How long was evidence?
Huh? I don't know the details of any of this stuff, man. Too low on the totem pole for all this nonsense. Just turn your wrist this way so it doesn't pinch you.
Damn, that's crazy. Keep them straightforward and still good.
In this phase of the interrogation, the detective's demeanor shifts and becomes more rigid and strict. Jerry is denied the assurance of what consequences he might face. The interrogator mirrors Jerry's behavior of withholding information throughout the interrogation. The only information Jerry gets is about the charges of arrest. This change in the detective's approach signals a heightened seriousness and the potential for more severe consequences. With consistent pressure put on him, Jerry eventually accepted that one of the individuals present with him during the shooting sustained a gunshot wound to the leg. They refrained from seeking medical attention, fearing it would connect them to the murder. The bullet remained lodged in the leg for nearly 5 months until it eventually came out. Jerry confessed that they killed Marquise Smith because he had previously stolen drugs from him. Jerry was scheduled to appear in court on October 16, 2019 for the first time. After a 2-year-long trial, Jerry Lane Hinshaw Jr. pleaded guilty to manslaughter with a firearm and received a 30-year prison sentence on December 20, 2022. He is currently incarcerated at the RMC West Unit in Lake Butler, Florida.
Jerry's arrest feels like a gut punch. He held on to his story until the end, but the truth won out. That 30-year sentence, it's justice, but it doesn't bring Maris back. This case sticks with you because it's a reminder, no matter how hard you try to hide, the truth has a way of surfacing. It makes you question where's the line between desperation and evil. Let's hear your thoughts below.